Maya from Gartner. It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you as well. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for taking the time.
No, thank you for meeting with me. I really like to congratulate you on your new position. That's really exciting.
Thank you very much. I'm really excited.
I know you've had so much experience in the IT industry, but how's your transition been so far with Arclin?
Really well actually. I'm more or less I've been doing the same kind of work for many years now. But it's definitely a shift from where I was to where I am. The industries are different. And I really, really do appreciate what the company stands for.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to working with them moving forward. Yeah, I'm excited.
Awesome. That's great to hear. I'm glad your transition's going so well.
Mhm.
Well, going off your experience, I'm sure you have a good enough understanding of your industry, and you're probably able to figure out what gaps and processes you have.
Mhm.
Really, our goal in this meeting is to really address some of those gaps and see if Gartner and Arkham could really come together to figure out a great solution.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited. That's why I took the time to have this meeting.
Yeah.
No, that's hopefully the goal.
Yeah. So, seeing as how you are new to the company, I would just like to see what some of your goals are that you maybe like to achieve in the next few months to really do great things for your department.
Yeah. So from my understanding of the industry as a whole, as of now, what we do is we basically take existing processes, and revamp them to make them more environmentally friendly, but that's not necessarily the most efficient.
Mhm.
So I guess the main goal would probably be to have those processes and make them as efficient as possible, especially over the competition. So if we can do what we do, which we do well,
Mhm.
if we can do that, but as efficiently as possible, as cost effective as possible, that's the goal.
Right. So, just to clarify a little bit, it really sounds like you're really looking to optimize some of your current processes and maybe even review some of your current budgets and see if you can find any savings there.
Yeah, definitely. That's the main goal.
All right. Are there any other needs that you really like to address, especially with your recent transition to the company?
Well, I'm actually really glad that you brought that up, because I am new to the industry. I would like to have more of an understanding of it, than what I already have. So if I had the access to the resources that I would need, to maybe be able to understand my field a lot more, that would be ideal.
Yeah, I mean, I completely understand. So first, I'd really like to dive into each specific problem and really see what you think the ideal solution would be. So, going off that, what current processes are you really looking to optimize?
So that's a really hard question to answer. Considering how competitive the industry is, to be completely honest, we can probably take any process that we have existing and make it more efficient. So I guess the biggest challenge with that would be just be identifying where it is that we would need to, optimize and make more efficient, where we can shed some meat.
Yeah. So, do you think it would maybe be beneficial to have access to one of the largest databases available to really help you answer some of those questions, especially specifically to your industry?
Yeah. So, from my understanding, the information that we have available on the industry as a whole, it's really scattered. It's all over the place. So if I would, had access to the resources to understand the industry, to be able to figure out where our gaps, like you said, where our gaps would be, that would probably be, the best thing possible.
Awesome. Okay, and I know you mentioned something about reviewing your budgets. Do you think it would be maybe beneficial to have access to like a cost optimization tool that would essentially just review your budgets and compare them to industry standards to really see if maybe you're spending too much or not spending enough in certain areas?
Yeah. So, being new to the industry, sometimes it's difficult to actually know, how much I would be spending in certain areas or how much I should be spending in certain areas. So coming from where I come from, it's definitely a whole new ballgame. Being able to understand how the industry works already, to be able to optimize that.
Okay.
that'd be ideal.
And I know you mentioned that you are new to this specific industry. Do you think it would maybe be beneficial to work with someone in this industry to really be able to pick their brain, essentially?
Oh yeah, no, that would be perfect. You know, to be able to speak to someone who has that experience, that would, you know, be a huge benefit for me.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, so from here, I'd really like to dive into what Gartner would be able to offer you. So I'd like to show you some things on my laptop.
Okay.
So first thing I'd like to show you is our research database. So essentially here you're able to research any topic, and we really have a wide array of filters, and you can really find exactly what you're looking for. It's definitely the most efficient way to research, considering that essentially everything is in one place.
Okay, so you know, I like the concept. I like, you know, the tool.
Mm-hmm.
My only concern with that is, you know, how can I be sure that I'll be, you know, the database has the resources that I would need? How can I be sure that, you know, your database would be better than searching Google, for instance?
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, I get that. Especially being in the position that you're in, I'm sure you want to make sure that information is as accurate as possible.
Definitely.
But this is really where Gartner excels. So you can really trust that this information is most up to date and relevant. All of our data is completely unbiased and from industry leaders like yourself. So hopefully this helps ease your mind a little bit.
Yeah, no, definitely. See, now that I understand that it's gone through like a vetting process,
Mm-hmm.
that, you know, the resources available are relevant.
Yeah.
I think that's probably my biggest, you know, draw from this.
Awesome, that's great to hear. So next I'd really like to move into our cost optimization tool. So having access to this system, you're essentially able to input all your variables in your budgets and get results in about 20 minutes. So the results really compare your current spending to the industry standards to really make sure that your budget is where it needs to be. I know you mentioned before that you are new to this industry, so sometimes it's hard to really translate what you've been doing into what you will be doing. So this really is the perfect tool. Do you maybe have any certain questions about this specific resource?
No. I mean, I think this would be perfect for us, you know, considering, like I said, if I have an understanding of how the industry works now, I'd be able to,
Mm-hmm.
you know, figure out where I can make the best gains, you know, make it more efficient. So I really like this tool. I think
Awesome.
that'll help a lot.
Okay, so that's really great to hear. Lastly, I did just want to let you know that you would have access to an executive partner in your specific industry. Essentially, what this means is you would be partnered with an advisor who would help you really grasp your industry and help answer really any questions.
Yeah. So, I mean, that sounds really good. Like I said, like the last thing. I really, I like the concept of it. But how can I really be sure that, you know, who I'm going to be partnered with, who I'm going to be speaking to, is really going to be qualified to help me the way that I need them to?
Yeah, I mean, I completely understand your reservations about putting your trust in someone that you really haven't even met. But rest assured, you will be partnered with someone who has years and years of experience. If there is something specific that you want, like a certain certificate or a certain tenure, feel free to just let me know, and we'll make sure that we match you with somebody that meets all your specific criteria.
Okay. No, yeah, I definitely like that. You know, understanding that there's a vetting process. You
Yeah,
know,
of course.
being able to select the right person. I think that would be most important to me.
Mhm.
If I were to consult with an advisor, I would, you know, I need him to be qualified.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that. So all of that sounds really good. I really like what you're coming to the table with. But obviously, I do need to know how much is all this going to cost.
Yeah, we can't forget about that. So in order to have access to our research database, the cost optimization tool, and your own executive partner, it would total to about $50,000 a year. So this would be kind of like a subscription. Do you think that's something that your company would be able to do?
You know, yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm new to the company, and I'm obviously not CFO, But from what I've seen, from what I came into this meeting expecting, this is a lot more affordable than I expected it to be.
Awesome.
I'll definitely have to speak to the person writing the check, but definitely I feel that this would be within our budget.
Awesome.
For sure.
That's so great to hear. So I would like to give you some copies of what we've discussed today. I'm going to go ahead and highlight some key points that I really think your company would benefit from. Here are also some copies of my business card. If you could pass that along to anybody that needs to write the check. And feel free,
Definitely.
they can call me or email me. But in the meantime, I would like you to email me maybe some specific criteria that you would like to see from your executive partner, and I will get right on that.
Okay. No, that sounds really good. And then this would actually be a lot of help. I'll definitely pass on your contact information because
Yeah,
I'm sure
thank you.
whoever is writing the check would want to speak to you first. But
Yes.
I appreciate
Awesome.
your time.
It was great to meet you.
Good to meet you.
I really look forward to speaking to you again.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to our partnership.
Awesome. Thank you. Have a great day.
You as well.